Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a bit of an update on my luxury low buy year. And I know I've only just shared with you guys my intentions to do a luxury low buy year, what must be a week ago now, when in actual fact my luxury low buy had already started on the 1st of December last year in 2023. I also received a lot of positive feedback from all of you in the comments section in my video on doing a luxury low buy, and I just want to thank all of you for your encouragement and your support. It means very much to me because I tend to get discouraged when the goal seems extremely unattainable. I think that every bit of encouragement and support does count and it matters. So very early on, after I decided to start my luxury low buy, I actually fell off the bandwagon and I bought something just about 2 weeks into December, and I was very discouraged by that. And I'll definitely share with you guys the unboxing of that particular story and what came out of it in a different video. I think that while I don't regret what I bought, I do think that the way it was done could have been a lot more mindful. It did give me some kind of cause for soul searching into why exactly that happened, and just to understand myself more as to what was happening internally. And for some reason, YouTube has been recommending a lot of low buy or no buy videos. So I think part of this video is also about the things that I've learned along the way, and I'd like you guys to journey alongside with me. And one of the things that I have learned about habit reformation is that it's extremely hard to correct a habit, because habits and the behavior around habits reside in this, what you call an autopilot section of your brain. And that's why it's very easy to just fall into it, to get triggered into a habit. Having a shopping habit, for example, also falls into that department of an autopilot response. A lot of shopping behaviors, as with many addictions, are very dopamine driven. So it's really in your biology to be rewarded when you have a hit of dopamine. The dopamine produces this rush of feelings of reward and happiness. The hunt for an item gives you that burst of energy, and it is that dopamine that we crave. A dopamine-driven brain would be somewhat like a toddler brain, somewhat like the way a toddler would want something, see something, want something, and just get it, like that Ariana Grande song. Initially, when I first started this low buy, I actually wanted to do cold turkey dry until March and not buy a single luxury item. But I'm quickly learning that it actually makes me more resistant to embracing this new lifestyle. So the way we want to try to rewire this habit formation is to break down a goal into smaller, short-term, bite-sized goals that seem extremely doable and achievable. So I think what happened to me when I decided to do this low buy, I was excited about it, but very quickly I started feeling discouraged, and I started having the self-talk that I don't know if this is going to be for me. I don't know if I would be able to do this. And I had a lot of internal dialogue about whether this was the right time to be doing a luxury low buy at all. I have seen some videos about how you can utilize this toddler brain of yours to allow yourself some dopamine rewards on these small bite-sized steps to reorient yourself. From now to March, I will allow myself to buy small things, not bags, and I will count it against my luxury budget. And I think hopefully that will encourage me to slowly titrate the amount of spending. And I'm hoping that that will be more palatable for me. And from March to June, I can actually take a review as to how my progress has been and what I've learned and lessons gleaned. The equation that I'm thinking of right now and that I'm learning is that you can just tag on a sequence of rewards to behaviors that I want to encourage. For example, I would really like to get more exercise this year. That kind of is a very healthy goal in tandem with my luxury low buy. And as a function of exercising, I will be using the time that I could be spending shopping, working out instead. At the end of it, I can reward myself by, say, browsing the Hermes website or browsing Farfetch, or even going down to the Hermes boutique to speak to my SA and check out what's what. When I am actually in a state of hunting for the next bag, hunting for the next thing, the next pretty thing, or something pretty caught my eye and I'm searching around the web for it, I am looking at alternatives, I am in this state of constant preoccupation, and that doesn't really serve me in terms of being present in real life for my kids, for example. When I'm out at the playground with them, and I'm actually still going through the actions of accompanying them and talking to them, there is this active part of my brain, like a significant portion of my brain that is preoccupied. Like on the back burner, I'm still thinking about that bag that I saw like an hour ago. I am still thinking of whether I should get this XL Loewe flamenco tote in the warm desert, which I still want. There is this idea of being preoccupied. It's in a way kind of robbing me of my presence and being present with the people around me, or even having presence in what I am doing at the moment. So for example, going to a yoga class is more rewarding because I have spent that whole hour being present in the moment, just being in the room and doing the exercises and being very present in my body, in the movement. Doing a low buy needs to be accompanied by some kind of replacement action. I wish to inculcate some habits, some positive habits, like, for example, exercising and reading and journaling. So these are all pretty active habits that require me to be present in the moment. And I feel like that kind of aligns with the mindfulness that I am thinking of when it comes to doing a low buy. I feel like it's more a position of, instead of focusing on the lack of something, like, oh my God, I'm not allowed to buy this, I'm looking at the stuff and I can't buy it, and I'm trying to wrestle with my willpower, like, can I do it? Can I just like not do it? And then like wrestling with all the excuses in my mind, I can redivert all that attention and presence of mind to something more active. Now, I know that for me, a large part of my luxury shopping habits have to do with this autopilot mode, where I just fall into it without even realizing that I am doing so. I fall into it when I'm tired, and it's at the end of the day, I crash on the sofa or lie on my bed and I'm just like scrolling my phone and looking at stuff. So I feel like habits like that are easy. It's just easy to flow into them. Whereas like going for a walk, going jogging, going for a yoga class, cycling, things like that, or journaling, getting up and journaling, sitting at a table journaling, or even reading, the act of reading can require and demand a lot more from you in a moment where you're in a state to not be. I'm not sure what the answers are yet, how to be, and what is driving myself, for example, to not be present, to not want to be in the moment or be in my feelings, for example. And I am also looking forward to understanding myself better over the course of this year. That's it for now. That's my spiel for this little 1 month luxury low buy update. And I think from time to time, I'd like to do this more regularly. I'm hoping that some of you will journey alongside with me, and just let me know your comments. I would like to know from you people who have done this before, who are aware how your brain works, how to recondition the mind, and mindfulness practices. I'm sure there's a wealth of that out there to share, and I'm looking forward to that. One of the things that I was thinking about was the whole 1 in, 1 out practice. And if I do manage to sell something in my present collection, I don't think that I will give myself the 1 in, 1 out rule. So if I sell, say, this handbag, I'm not going to then be able to buy 5 handbags instead of 4 handbags this year. I think that the whole spirit of my low buy has more to do with appreciating the bags that I have, and also not adding so much more at the rate that I was doing so last year. It took me a month to decide if I want to allow myself to do the 1 in 1 out rule, I started feeling extremely constrained and I started feeling extremely squeamish about this restriction. So the second detail of my low buy year is that I do have $3,300 Sing dollars in the form of credit with Satire, and that was because I had previously bought an item and returned it. So that's going to be my area of grace where I allow myself to either use that $3,300 to buy a bag or some more luxury items that can be ready to wear, shoes, SLGs. Anything above the 3,300 Sing dollars, I need to count towards, or more like count against, the luxury budget. So that should create some sense of balance and comfort within me. And also not to forget that my Satire credit expires in July. So at some point, I definitely am going to have to utilize it. So right now it is early days still, and I know this is a different format from my usual unboxings, and it's more like a chit chat video, and I hope that you guys still hang around for this sort of content. If you did indeed like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I think that you will enjoy hanging around with me on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!